Thanks for joining the live stream, Arm Wrestling fans. Today's discussion will be about the recent or past weeks' famous Reddit community posts about arm wrestling. Reddit is currently, as of now, as of today, the best arm wrestling community, the best arm wrestling group by far. So we are going to take a look at those posts, and almost all of them are going to be about East versus West. That's why the title of the stream is about East versus West arm wrestling discussion. While the viewers are joining, we should just share our screen and start right away. Please give me some feedback about the audio and video quality, if you're receiving them okay or not. I'm really excited. So this is the first highest voted post. 482 votes we have. This year is 2047. Devon is 71, infused with a new revolutionary bacterial treatment, about to have his sixth rematch with Levan for the super heavyweight world title. So I don't think that Levan will be the best in 2047. Well, Devon maybe, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, this he looks like Devon. I'm not sure how this photo is created. Is that a known character and they just put up Devon's face on it? Is that like CGI generated, AI generated? They asked them to create Devon and this is what they showed. I don't know how that photo was created, but this is one of the best photos and probably one of the most accurate photos how Devon may be looking at 71 if he keeps on this experimental journey. So yeah, great post. But last time, this brings me back to the last time when we all thought that this is the last time. There is going to be no more rematch. Levan Saginashvili versus Devon 2.0. It is over. We are not going to see that match once again. But that's exactly what we thought the previous time as well. Because Devon himself said, nope, I don't want any rematch against Levan. That's it. I don't want to see more of this. I don't want to have more of this. But here we were. About a week ago, they once again had a rematch. So is it going to happen one more time? That's my question. I cannot for sure say no, because Devon may defeat once again all of the other guys, and then who's left? Maybe it's Devon. Yeah, Hermes versus Dennis. The winner of that match will have his rematch, will have his match. But then it's Devon, Gennady, Vitali, very few guys. So it may happen one more time in next couple of years. We cannot be certain that it is not going to happen. This is what I think. So yeah, that was the first post. And Levan, maybe Levan is just looking for some easy money. Who knows? Maybe Levan knew all along that this is not a match. And then he asked Devon Larratt right after the first match for a rematch so that he could make more money. And even this time he offered Devon Larratt a rematch so that he could make some more easy money. The next match, Levan probably wouldn't even have to train for that. At least not as hard as this one. But the good thing was, or should I say, this could be even the bad thing for Devon, that the gap closed. So he knew that he got close, but now age is not on his side. The gap has clearly closed, and it is quite evident in the first round if we compare both of the matches. Yuvraj Singh has joined Noob Master Murgok. How do we pronounce that name? Lucha Pagliacci. ODN, Mustafa, Arm Rizzler. What do you think about the Decan versus Devon at 115 kilos? Devon Larratt should win this match, but it is going to be a good match. Like, first round is going to be good. It's going to be, in my opinion, not as dominant, as one-sided as the Hermes versus Devon first round. Devon is going down, but for sure Devon will win. Devon is going down for 115 kg and 105, so will Vitaly Morozov Hermes rematch? Yeah, these matches will take place. This is what I said in my video, and my prediction was that the promoters will literally force Devon to stay super heavyweight, even if Devon wants to go down, because the money is there. And guess what Engin said in an interview which was uploaded maybe 4 hours ago with Levan Saginashvili? I don't agree with Devon that he should go down immediately. This is what Engin said. There are many matches for him in the super heavyweight division. Well, of course there are, because those are the money matches. Who could have guessed it, right? What's Rana natural? Your thoughts? I don't know, brother. So I cannot say. I cannot say for sure, guaranteed, that he's. Why the screen froze? Let's try to change some cameras. Maybe it will work. Maybe it won't. Can I ever have a live stream without any of these issues? It's getting disappointing, man. Now we're back. We're back. Okay. Actually, it's lagging. Hermes versus Kirill and Dennis versus Kirill. Your views. Hermes versus Kirill. Okay, if you're talking about comparison between these two, yeah, Engin did compare that Dennis was able to take his wrist, but Hermes wasn't. But Dennis needed to hang him up and kind of tire him out, then beat him, and Hermes was just going through him like a child. So looking at that practice pool, it's absolute destruction for the pasta man Hermes Gasparini. It's going to be easy. I don't think it is going to be too much difficult for Hermes. Man.
I felt like every time he put the strap on, I don't think I could have gotten a better strap, really. Like, I felt like I had as much advantage as possible, and he's just another level of power, really, like all around.
It's gonna be really.
Yeah. Oh my God. I hate to let people down. I feel like I I like to say that I am undisputed, and I know that a lot of people support me and back me and have helped me, in so many ways. And I want to win not just for me, but for all the people who support me. And that's the part that I dislike the most. But I did everything for it, really. There's not a lot left that I can do in this division that are I think that is really top me.
I think that much music is enough to get a copyright strike on the channel. Audio not working, no sound, man. What the hell? Last time I checked, audio output source. My audio is clearly working. Audio output capture. It should have been working. Man, how do you see these settings change automatically? That's my question. The subtitles were there, so maybe you read them, but the thing is that the last time I shared the screen through this app, it was few months ago, I guess. It worked, and now it doesn't. Mic is okay again. It's okay. I don't think Devon is number 2. Can hear you now. Okay, I was not speaking at that time, but yeah, I was hoping that you were able to hear what Devon was saying. So basically, you read the subtitles, and I was wondering if it would have been better for Devon if there was no second rematch, if he kind of realized the first time around that he cannot defeat Levan Saginashvili. Well, he wouldn't have felt so much sad as he's going to feel right now, as he is feeling right now, but then he may not have improved so much as he did for this preparation. So I think in the overall scheme, I think it was quite a good thing for Devon to get this one more rematch, that he got so strong because of that. He may not be able to defeat Levan, but that is going to help him while he arm wrestles the other guys for sure. That is something that nobody can deny. So I think it was overall a very positive thing. Talk louder, can't hear, voice is low. Is that true? Okay. Let me increase my audio a little bit. Now it should be good. Now it should be good. Screen share, it is audio output capture, video capture device. Is that what we're talking about here? Let's see. I hope there aren't dual audios. Can you hear that?
And away we go, little slick. We will go to the straps.
So this was the first start or the first round of the Devon versus Levan match, and this is when apparently Levan knew that this match is over. But interesting comments in this post that after that Devon did put the brakes on. So maybe what Levan thought is going to happen, maybe that was not completely accurate. It was, of course, towards the end it proved to be true, but maybe that was not the exact thing which happened. What Levan or how Levan wanted to see that, because there was a great stop, and there was a post saying that this is the best round of of arm wrestling ever. Well, I don't really agree with that, but yeah, one of the maybe the most important round of an arm wrestling match ever was the Devon versus Levan first round of this match, and Devon did not disappoint by giving us a good fight in that round. Dennis 2018 versus Devon 2024. Devon likes to say that he will beat Dennis, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Yes, 2024, I'll probably go with Dennis because the way Levan flop pressed, Dennis does not have that. He just hits sideways, and I think Devon will take his wrist, so I'll have Devon as a slight favorite. But Devon likes to say that he would have beaten Dennis in 2018 as well on the right arm, which is absolutely insane. I don't think there was any possibility of that happening. Neil Pickup's wife's boyfriend was also amazed by this match he was attending. He was sitting next to Neil. Okay. What do you have to say about so poor performance of Hermes against Muratov? Is Hermes just a false hype? He lost badly to Devon and now Levan and lost 2 rounds. No. That was left arm, but sometimes you like to kind of downplay your left arm. This is something that I don't really like. If Hermes took a match against Alijan Muratov, why does he need to say for 100 times that his left is 20% weaker than his right arm? Okay, you have already said that a couple of times. That's more than enough. But saying that again and again, it kind of discredits the victory of your opponent. This is something that I don't really like. And as I said in the video, likes and dislikes, these are personal preferences. Every single person in this world has the right to be offended by absolutely anything. We cannot tell that guy that this is something completely normal, you shouldn't be offended by that. Well, it's their right. Like Hermes did not like the gift that Alijan Muratov gave to him, which was a training handle, which kind of indicated that Hermes needs to use these to train because he was no match for Alijan, which was the case during the match as well. So in that case, it's different. I didn't like that. I didn't mind that absolutely, but Hermes didn't like that. Maybe Alijan didn't like the trash talk that Hermes was doing prior to the match. So it's a full circle. It's a full circle.
Everyone on my position.
It's inevitable. I forgot to read the comments last time. Please mention if you can hear the audio. I mean, my audio you can hear, but this video. Okay, it's just a meme kind of. Is that Hermes Gasparini? Wow, I did not see that. Michael Todd. Wow, that's good. Good, that's good. Deep fake. Bad moment. Hermes Gasparini. Good moment.
Look
Okay.
how sad they are. Can you make them happy?
Yeah, now.
Let's go make them happy.
Guys, look here.
So some people found it hilarious, and sometimes I think it's kind of a bad thing when you get too much serious. The biggest drawback of that, you don't find things funny anymore. To me, it was like you can literally pay me money for laughing on that or feeling like trying to find some comedy in that. I couldn't. This happens to me whenever I'm watching a comedy show or anything. I very rarely laugh, man. This is something that a side effect that comes when you start thinking about stuff too much. Pradeep, do you think Levan was completely unable to top roll in round 1? Yes, I think he was. Maybe he could have waited for some time more, but I don't see Levan going on this side, on this defensive side, trying to crack someone's wrist. I think that is something that was required for Levan to do that, but I don't think he does that. I don't think he can do that. That's why he went sideways. He felt that there was side pressure. The side pressure was not enough. So were you able to hear the audio from this video that I just shared or not? Let's move on to the next post while you write some comments. So Levan, Svetlana Pushkar, so Andrei Pushkar's wife and his son. That's great, man. That's great. I don't know. Once you die, do you see stuff from the heavens or not? But if it happens, then Pushkar must be feeling really happy. Thank you, Engin Terzi, for this special moment. Devon versus Levan, round 1. I shared this on my WhatsApp status yesterday. That's how much I like this round. WhatsApp status. This guy is a faker, man. Let me call this out. So I watched maybe at least two or maybe three matches where he has that exact same reason. His hands are on his forehead, and I'm thinking about, wow, is it really? Because we all used to call out the WL fake crowd. Can this exact same thing be the reaction in 3 different matches? I mean, is it possible? I saw it in maybe 2 or at least 1 more match. So that it is what it is, man. I personally like fake crowd, so I don't mind that. But is Engin putting a fake crowd behind the matches, behind the table? That's the question. That's the entire match. I won't show that, of course. Levan, thanks Devon for being the most profitable opponent in Fight 48 for trying to get easy money. And I think Devon shared that. This post was funny, man. Just put your opinion on Prime Dennis, who destroyed Dave Shafee versus Levan Prime. I'll go with Levan. The atmosphere at the auditorium was very good. 1,000 people there. Hey bro from India, how did your arm wrestling journey start? That's Aritra Chakrabarti. That's a difficult question. Long answer, not question. Alijan is actually powerful than Morozov. He himself said, bro, Alijan Morozov is going to smoke Archie Morozov on the left arm. I'm telling you, the Morozov's arm is going down faster than Hermes. Not Hermes, but faster than Evgeny Prudnik's arm. That's how hard he's going to hit. But there is a possibility that maybe Alijan can try to, maybe Morozov can try to top roll, but in a hook, he has absolutely zero chance. Zero. There is a reason why he was saying after defeating Kurdecha that he does not want Alijan Morozov. Is Alijan the strongest hook arm wrestler in the world right now? I think he is. Levan is all top roll. He does not like to hook at all. Even more so on the left arm. Levan versus Alijan in a hook right now, as of now, today, I think Alijan beats him. Not saying Levan won't top roll him. I think he will. But in a hook, that's what I'm talking about. So, somebody saying no. Who can beat Alijan in a hook, man? No one. Literally no one. I do think he's the strongest hook arm wrestler in the world today. My screen is here, but it should be here. It's cool now. Okay. WL crowd was epic. This kid was abused by Predator Devon as a kid and he crush on him. Clearly paid to act ridiculous, and they say WL was over the top. This is something that needs to be called out. Many people were talking about the fake. I need to see this guy more. If he's actually, let's say and it's easy to find if it is fake or not, because he won't know how to react in some of the cases. Let's say it will be easy to find that who he's supporting in a match, and let's see if his reaction is same throughout the match whenever he's winning or losing. If his reaction is same whether the athlete that he's supporting is winning or losing, then it's a faker. It's a faker, man. Alijan is actually powerful, okay. Defense Foster. The fat guy next to him is in reality a Dennis fan, because Devon beat Dennis. He came to force support for Levan just to see Devon beat. Are you just making things up, bro? How do you know that much details about a random fan sitting in the crowd? Can Auden take revenge? Wow, that's another comment that I read today. Auden will take revenge. I hope so, man. That will be a really, really amazing story. Let's say 6 years from now, Levan is still at the top and Jodi Larratt is now monstrous. He's 315 pounds and he's coming to take revenge for his dad. That would be the ultimate story, because Levan would still be, let's say Levan is 45 at that time. We're talking about 10 years from now or maybe 9 years from now. Man, it would be really amazing. It would be a really cool story. We won't be able to say that Levan got old, that's why he lost. No. People have shown that in arm wrestling, 45 is not that much. It can be kind of almost a prime age. Maybe 40. 45 is too much. This kid is an actor in Istanbul theater. As I know, Engin hired him for the fake reactions. Now people are just making stuff up. But that reaction, I don't believe that same reaction can be true. You literally cannot be that much emotionally involved in multiple matches to give that as a genuine reaction. I need to know if he was Georgian and the other two same reactions that I saw from him, if they were in the matches where Georgians were competing, then maybe we'll have to give it a pass. But if he's just one match he's supporting the Georgian like that and the other match he's supporting the Canadian like that, then yeah, or American like that, it will be weird, man. I will be calling that out for sure. Not Engin. I'm not going to call out Engin on this because I've never heard Engin complain about the fake crowd in WL. But I personally, I really like that because instead of having empty seats, it is much better to have those paid crowd, because in that case, at least most of the people who are going to watch it for the first time, they are not going to notice whether it is fake or not. Imagine a guy who has been watching arm wrestling for 6 months. He will have absolutely no idea how to even think about if it is the fake reaction or not. Anshuman, thank you, brother. Thank you. 5th, okay, it's your 5th super on a live stream. The person is Isaboa or arm wrestling subreddit. He's real. Okay. I mean, obviously he's real. I'm not saying that this is a robot or something. Of course he's a real person, but are his reactions real? That's the question. Orden will beat 100 if he 17-year-old Levan. Hi Pradeep, what is the stream? A bit choppy for you? It was for me. How was the stream? Okay. Sound good, wasn't very good either. Okay, you're talking about East versus West. You stopped my heartbeat for a second. I thought you were talking about this live stream. And I need to mention something to you. I've kind of fixed my internet. So there are two connections, a normal one and a 5G one. The 5G was not working for me for quite some time because whenever I clicked on that and I started downloading some stuff or something, it reset. And once it resets in a live stream, it's almost over. So they kind of removed that 5G. And I've been calling them home for almost 3 months and they were not responding. They were just saying, okay, we'll come tomorrow, the next day. And it has been more than 3 months now. That's why I was struggling so much. And today it fixed. So I hope this 1080p stream is almost flawless as of now. And what I learned from this is lie prevails when all else fails. That's literally what I learned. Because I was telling him the truth that the speed is not there. The plan is 150 Mbps and I'm getting 50, maybe even less than that. He was not coming home, man. Maybe to him it was not that big of an issue. But I started lying. I told him that, bro, the internet is not working. And he was like, it's working on our end. It should be fine. And I was like, do you think I'm lying? Do you think I'm a liar? Of course I was lying. And then he came home within like 30 minutes. So truth failed me about a dozen times and lies never fail me, man. And it's a good point. When you rarely ever lie like I do, very rarely ever do I lie, it always works. I have never been in a moment when I lied about something and it didn't work for me. Not even once. When I'm telling the truth, people may not trust me, but whenever I lie, they immediately trust me. But I'm very careful not to overuse that. Okay, enough of the side talks, side hustle. Let's get back to the Reddit posts. Let's see what they are saying. Beautiful win for Monster Michael Todd. Yes, he did need that win. He desperately needed that win. And I'm happy for Michael. Not in terms of some of the technicalities of the match, but really happy because Michael won. He really deserved that win. You're great, Monster. Are you ready for the rematch? Is it posted before this match or 3 days ago? I think it's posted after the match. Yeah, no, we're not ready for the match. Yeah, they're looking kind of accurate. The size difference, yes, it was there. Levan is absolutely massive. And that's the thing, man. When I was saying that Devon is too small to defeat Levan Saginashvili, people were telling me, didn't you say the same things in the Hermes Gasparini match as well? Well, I personally didn't say that, but many people were saying that. But the difference is, Hermes is basically the same frame or even a smaller frame guy than Devon. He was 10 kilos heavier, that's a different thing. But the frame size, the difference isn't there. But Levan is like 55, 60 kilos heavier. And that's the size difference that you cannot overcome. Georgi Svetkov was about 160 kilos. And I don't think Levan carries any more fat than Georgi Svetkov. Maybe less. And he weighs about 15 kilos more than Georgi. So that's the difference. That's the difference. Levan is bigger. You cannot just say Georgi Svetkov. Levan is even bigger than Georgi Svetkov. This week's posts aren't cool, man. I like pretty basic stuff. I'm not really liking this top 7 days post. May the best man win. The best man won once again. Svetlana and Lev Pushkar. Good thing. I want to know when was this reaction because I was not paying that much attention. Oh, Panna. If you cannot hear what Gennady is saying, I can hear it again and again. Oh, Panna. First round felt. Okay, it's match footage. We're not going to show that. Devon Larratt once again. Press conference.
I have a gift for Devon.
Diaper gift.
Welcome home, the strongest
This is the moment.
wrestler in the world, Levan Saginashvili. Congratulations.
Bro is visible. He's sitting in a flight and still he's clearly visible from such a long distance. Georgi sat down with us for dinner. Man, I've played so many songs in this one. It is going to... The sound engineer, man. Yeah, people really need to know who that person really was. He literally destroyed the entire stream. Jodi Larratt should be permanently banned from entering the stage and only athletes and refs should be allowed near the table. Let's see what the post says in detail. Let's read it out. This one is interesting. I admire Jodi for so passionately supporting her husband, but she goes way too far. The way she literally screamed random stuff at Levan and the refs, like elbow down despite Levan having his elbow on the pad and following the rules. This is something that I called out during the live stream as well. Was really unacceptable. She was obviously and very desperately trying to her husband to throw Levan off and distract him so that Devon can somehow gain an advantage. It is so annoying on the stream that even Travis commented Jodi having a seizure. Okay, while she was screaming her lungs off. Also, another super annoying thing was how some athletes supporting members were approaching the table where camera view, okay, yelling, disrupting the referees. It wasn't only Jodi who did it. I especially remember some 4'5" Georgian midget. I hope he's not talking about Levan's brother. You need to be careful with that, bro. Yeah. Kept popping in during Georgians. So I do kind of agree, and I was only one of the YouTubers who called Jodi Larratt out for that Evgeny Prudnik match because that was literally unbearable, man. That was difficult. That was difficult to hear. The bad thing about those commentators was that they stopped speaking whenever Jodi was shouting. Usually you want to let the moment breathe. That's what commentators are told. Sometimes you need to let the moment breathe. Sometimes you need to shut up. So with that logic, maybe that was sensible to just shut up when Jodi was speaking. But it was getting out of hand, man. It was getting out of hand. I did call her out for that in that video, and almost everyone supported me under that video. That was one of the rare videos that got over 1,000 comments, like immediately in a couple of days, more than 1,000 comments under that video. And I'll say at least, like out of those that were clearly indicating whether they're supporting or not, more than 90% were in support of what I said. But in this, this was also bad. I'm not sure how a grown-up, I'm assuming she's like 46 years old, woman does not know that you shouting elbow down when his elbow is literally placed, it's not even moving an inch, it's literally placed on the elbow pad. it's not going to get your husband any advantage whatsoever. If it is going to do anything, it is going to just piss off the viewers. Levan Saginashvili is having the biggest match of his life. So does the same goes for Devon Larratt. Maybe they didn't even notice if she was shouting or not. You can imagine, like, you are in that arm wrestling moment. The referee is setting you up and you're focused on what you need to do. You're probably not even going to hear what Jodi is saying. Maybe before the go, yes, you will hear, but you will not pay attention. After the go, it becomes irrelevant. You don't hear literally anything once that happens. But all that did is just first of all, she was at an angle where she couldn't even see Levan's elbow. Even if she could, it was clearly placed on the elbow pad, and still she was like, elbow down, elbow down. That was really pathetic, man. That was really one of the dumbest things that you can do as a cornerman. And just thinking that it is going to give your partner some advantage is beyond my imagination, man. How can you even think that? If she actually did something which was annoying, but it was actually helping Devon, then yeah, it would have made sense. We didn't like it, so what? It helped Devon. But this thing did not help Devon at all, man. The frame rates are dropping. Okay, not now. Cool. Okay, before sharing screen, let's see what the chat says about this topic. Engin forcing Artur Makarov to say he won over again because bicep tear. I did create a community post about, not community post, but I did create a Reddit post about it. Maybe it didn't get enough upvotes, but I have created that. So yeah, I don't like it at all. Under that post, I did not receive so much of support. People are kind of not really against it, but they were not agreeing with what I'm saying. And to me, it's like weird, man. It's weird. If he has to say that, he will say that himself. Why do you need to ask him to say that again and again? It's a really big embarrassment. Imagine you won the most important super match of your life. You beat your opponent fair and square. You didn't cheat. Whatever happened was his luck in the first match. And that's something when you have already beaten him fair and square without an injury. In the second match, you beat him again. This time, there wasn't an injury, which is unfortunate. You told your opponent later that, yeah, you were doing really good. Maybe I wouldn't have beaten you if you weren't injured. Why do you need to literally force him to say that again and again? And people can be like, well, he didn't force him. He just asked him, can you tell the people what you told me privately? That is forcing. When you're the organizer of such a big arm wrestling event and thousands of people are watching you at a live press conference, and you're asking me, of course he's going to say that. He's not going to tell Engin, nope, I'm not going to say that. That was really, really bad. If I was in Artur Makarov's place, I would be really absolutely pissed off at that thing. That my life's goal from now on is to just explain to people that I didn't really beat my last opponent, or I didn't really win in my most important match of my career. That's really bad, man. Prime Engin destroys Arthur. I think I'll have to agree with that. Yeah, do a super chat, he will reply. Okay. Predict Kamil versus Alijan. Oh, Alijan is going to destroy Kamil Jablonski. That's a difficult match, man. That's a difficult match for Kamil. The disrespect towards Morozov. What? Alex Krodecha to beat Levan? Not sure as of now. Maybe. The referees, Devon says otherwise, but the referees do absolutely, in my mind, need to have more power, more control. Devon says the opposite. He says that, well, all of the power should be given to the athletes. The referee should be just there to facilitate the match. He shouldn't be the most powerful person there. And I completely disagree with that, because just look at any of the other major sports. The referees are absolutely powerful. Yes, some power has been taken away from them in those games, but still they are absolutely powerful. They are way more powerful than the players, the athletes who are playing the match. Just go and watch any sport and tell me in which game the athlete is more powerful than the referee. UFC, but even in UFC, the referee can absolutely stop a match. He can stop a match. It wouldn't matter if the match is like a big money match. People have been waiting for it. They don't want to see a disqualification. They want to see who wins. But he can absolutely stop the match. And the same thing goes for arm wrestling as well. We need more power with the referees to deal with some such situations where Jodi is literally 3 feet away from the table and shouting elbow, elbow when the elbow is down. Or as the same guy was mentioning, the Georgians literally approaching the table during the match. These things should be stopped by the referees. He should not feel the pressure, the hype, the pressure of the hype from coming from the athletes. So more power. He should be able to tell people to just move, leave the stage. Even in WWE, man, come on. Engin keeps on criticizing WWE whenever it is mentioned. Even when WWE, if the cornerman messes up with the game too much, the referee is like, bro, you need to go. And they immediately follow. They have to go. They cannot interfere in the match afterwards. So that kind of power should be given to the referees as well in arm wrestling as well. Any possibility of Dennis winning at June 1st? Nope. Zero possibility. Maybe 1%. Pradeep Singh versus Nurdulat Haider Khan, 85 kg weight category. Yeah, I cannot beat him using two hands. This guy just asked why Devon didn't hook Levan. Bro, nobody can hook Levan. And he would, even if he would, he hooks Levan. Do you think Devon can beat Levan in a hook? I don't think so. Pradeep Singh versus Jake Ward. I think that's a good match. That's a good match if I train. Right now, I'm the underdog for sure. I felt weird as Georgian. Feels like game over for Levan. What? You versus Levan. Okay, you versus Levan. Yeah, of course he's going to lose, man. What do you think? Alright. Let me see if there are some other interesting posts or not. This time, I was expecting the posts to be more interesting, but very few. Maybe one or two posts were interesting. Rematch, Gennady, breakdance move, Monster Michael Todd in a King's move, Vitaly and Devon's round 1 stops against Levan comparison. That's interesting. Pretty similar, I'll say. Devon, yeah, almost the same. That's interesting. I need to share the screen for that for sure. See what this guy has posted. East versus West 12 card is this, and its protection value is this. The audio was good, and one thing for the first time, Engin, if you are watching this, I have always been with you whenever you said that don't complain about the length of the event, the duration of the event. If you just want to watch a few matches, if you have only, let's say, 3 hours to watch the event, then just watch the final 3 hours. Although there is a small problem with that. Maybe someone has his favorite athlete coming in a second match, and then he wants to watch the last 5 matches as well. Then it can get a little bit messy, but those are very exceptional few people. But I've always been with you about this topic, but this time, no bro. The referees absolutely did not take charge to speed up the event. And in cricket, if you have watched cricket or some other major game, there is a penalty on the captain if the game is delayed, if they're proceeding the game slowly. In cricket, it is for slow over rate. If you're bowling too slow, then the captain may get taken at least 50% off from his match fees, maybe the entire match fees. Maybe he can even get banned from the next match. So it can hurt him a lot financially. We're talking about, let's say, $100,000. These things can happen in the private leagues as well. Same rules apply. So I think this rule should be for the referees for an entire event duration. For a particular match, maybe for the arm wrestlers, but for the entire duration of the event, it is too slow. Then the referees should be punished for that. Take a cut from their salary, Engin. This is what you need to do to speed up the matches. The referees will start calling them out. Have a bell. WL used to have that bell when 90 seconds were over. The bell would ring and everybody would know, time's up. You need to get back to the table. So as soon as the athletes heard that bell, Within 15 seconds, they were back to the table, and it creates a kind of a pressure and tense moment, which the fans are also going to enjoy. Well, not the athletes, but for sure the fans are going to enjoy that. And this is something that East versus West should utilize as well. A bell after 2 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever time period you have decided as a rest period between the rounds in your super matches. That's a suggestion that I'll privately be giving to Engin as well, because I think it's important. Let's see what the... I'm Shreyans, you don't need to type this comment so many times. Did you see the super match between Arthur and... I did not see that, but I heard that Oleg Cherkasov won that match comfortably. That's why I predicted that maybe Mendogas is going to beat him, but nope. Pradeep is more explosive than either Khan. Yeah, for sure, man. This time the refs were more strict. I liked that part. Not too much messing around, although some webbing issues were there in the Devon versus Levan match. But shoulders, they sometimes when the main referee was not, well, most of the times the main referee was not paying attention to the shoulder. Few times I saw the down referee correcting the shoulders. I'm not sure why they don't do that. Why is it only... Or is it only the main referee's job to look at both of the shoulders? Or I think it's divided. The down referee should take a look at the shoulder of the athlete whose shoulder is towards the down referee. I think that's how it should be. That's how they did it a few times, but not all of the times. Please get a mod, Pradeep. I do have some mods. Pradeep versus Nuga 105 kg weight category. Why Dennis is not taking stem cells? I'm not sure. He's not sure about the efficiency of that treatment. Hermes will most likely take hand control. He'll have more side pressure, but the question is, can he pin Dennis, or will it become an endurance match? When have we ever seen Hermes having hand control and not being able to finish the match? I think that question, without even finding the answer of that, should tell us how the match is going to go if Hermes gets hand control. Why does Larratt always start the first round on the left side? I am not sure, brother. This is something that I called out in the video as well when I was predicting how many things need to fall in place for Devon to win this match, and one of the thing was, I think, the coin toss. Devon needs to be on the left side so that he gets a good side, because even more than Devon, Levan Saginashvili absolutely minds the bad side of the strap. Because the Hermes match and now this Devon match, it's quite evident that Levan's strength probably drops at least 5% when he has the buckle on his hand. And Devon always wins the toss. It's something crazy, like last 22 matches, Devon has been on his side, his favorite side 20 times. It's something like that, maybe 90% accuracy. It's weird. We don't have any proof except for one match when John Brzezinski won the match, and he told that he wants the good side. He wants to be on the left side of the screen for the viewers, where he does not have the buckle. And guess what? He was still told no, because who was on the other side? It was Devon Larratt. Literally, king of the table, literally told John Brzezinski that it does not matter if you won the toss or not. Devon is going to get that side. I mean, that's just how it is. So after that, it's kind of difficult to believe any of those coin tosses. But this time, I think it was legit. Engin Terzi did that. He won't let any of those shady stuff slide. Sandris was complaining that Sagov's shoulder was crossing the center line. He was complaining about that during the match as well. I did see that, but not sure if it was actually crossing or not. Do you think Devon's lack of general strength was the biggest factor? Yes, absolutely. That was the only factor in my opinion. Apart from his endurance, which people believe to be, I'm getting tired of saying that again and again. Devon's endurance is not as great as it used to be. It's not there. I know Devon said that maybe a year or so ago that right now his right arm has stopped getting tired. The endurance is on another level. This is what Devon said. I literally do not feel people. This arm never gets tired. But no, Devon's endurance is not the same. Maybe it goes back to the thing that Levan Saginashvili said, that I'm not trying to disrespect anyone, but that comment was so funny that I like to repeat that, where Levan said that the Ottawa Highlanders Club is a bunch of young children that Devon is practicing with. So of course he's not going to get tired with them, but he gets tired in a real super match pretty fast, against a good flop press. Devon's endurance is literally 1 second. 1 second, a good flop press. Next round, Devon is gassed out. I'm telling you, Devon's gonna crack Ervin's wrist. I hope so, or maybe not. Let's see. Imagine Devon hand control and table IQ with Hermes arms. Okay, yeah, that would be amazing. Then Devon would for sure stop the match. Levan said today, what's left after now? Nobody was believing me when I was calling out Devon's endurance not being that good. Kind of really overhyped at this moment, but nobody was believing that. Levan Saginashvili said in the video that was uploaded today, 5-6 hours ago, that Devon's endurance is not good. Levan was saying that my endurance is better than Devon's endurance. You can literally hear him saying that. It's a lasting endurance, like Ray says. So I think that's about it. Thanks guys. It has been 45 minutes. I hope the stream issues are solved. There were some issues. My screen froze once, but I hope the stream has not been choppy. Please mention in the comments if it was. And if the issues have been solved, then arm wrestling news is going to be unstoppable. We are going to enjoy lots and lots of these live streams together. But as always, I'm not going to let you leave without showing you an ad. Need to make some money as well, bro. You know what's up. David Gambarashvili, thank you, brother. DC Gaming, Zuaz, Arsh Tiwari, Christian Varga, ASDQW, Matt350, Akshay Bhagwat, Oscar, and Matt350 once again. 1 rep max, your strength will go down. It's not about endurance. Yeah, it is about endurance still, because the match kind of stopped in the center in the first round. Looking beautiful, Pradeep. Thank you, Defense Foster. The image quality, I mean, okay, that's cool as well, I guess. But that's what's important. Bye. You guys are awesome. Sarmat Digra versus David